is for a shop that hasn't been set up in a way that it can provide documentation to the customer, and therefore it would require acceptance and workflow of the charge. Whereas service billing are units that have a trusted relationship and can always document what they've done, and those entries go through in a more expedited manner. Transfer of funds, your funds transfer journals. And finally, a set of year-end documents to handle that period at year-end when you're closing the books, setting up the framework for the new year, and perhaps even processing a couple of years at one time.
Hey, Dave, this is Mike.
Yes.
We're running out of time here, and there are a number of questions coming in, so
okay.
Just wanted to alert you to that.
Yeah, I guess I do get carried away talking about KFS. Let's see. There are standard reports, and you're probably going to need a reporting tool, data warehouse, to do the specialized reports. The general ledger has a balance inquiry reporting feature, 24/7. If you can get into a browser, you can go in and get your balance. Labor distribution is the link between HR and finance, and it also handles effort reporting after the fact transfers. Purchasing and accounts payable is a complete system from requisition to vendor purchase order, vendor payment. Very good system. Contracts and grants, all post-award requirements are in KFS. Project year, indirect costs, cost share, master grant, sub-grants are all handled. Now, I'll just close with some of the advantages. It's a perfect fit for higher ed. It has everything you need and doesn't have things you don't need. Workflow is a plus. The edits and business rules for each eDoc. The import-export capabilities, you can export data to an Excel spreadsheet, for example. You can import data improperly formatted, and you could have 1,000 entries offline and import them. Electronic attachments, you can attach documentation, donor letters, grant awards, scan them in, attach them, and they're there forever. The sub-accounts, sub-object codes we've mentioned. Complete transaction audit trail. Everything is always there. At IU, they have it back to 1994. They're automated entries done every night at each update. You have real-time access to pending entries. The moment an item has been entered into workflow, you don't have to wait for it to be posted to see the effect on your balance. You can say, I want to see the balance after all pending entries. So you're almost real-time. It's certainly real-time with anything that's been proposed as an entry. 24/7 access to balances and a great technology platform. And I think at this point I'm to turn this over to Mike.
Thank you, Dave. That was an excellent overview. As everyone can tell, the system is a very robust and capable system, and it's difficult to do it justice in 40 minutes or so here. Given the number of questions that have come in, I'm going to just blow through the last few slides here and try and get to the question and answer session as quickly as possible. So why work with RSmart? So we are a company that provides support and services for Kuali and Sky. That's all we do is supporting open source applications in education. We have a deeper knowledge of these applications than any other support partner in the community. And RSmart was founded to overcome the historical risks associated with open source software in terms of this idea that there isn't support for the software, or this idea that you need your own local staff of developers to be successful with the software. Using RSmart alleviates the need around these needs. So you don't need additional staff. We can help augment your staff or fully take over for your staff, and we provide ongoing support, much as you would receive from a traditional vendor that you might work with for these types of systems. We are, as I mentioned, a Kuali commercial affiliate. We play various roles within the Kuali community. I won't go into details there, but you can read more about that on our website. One of the great benefits of working with RSmart is having access to extremely talented and knowledgeable people around KFS. So David Lyons, as you can tell, knows a tremendous amount about the system. He's been involved in a number of projects related to implementing KFS. Chuck Insicki is also a senior quality consultant. Again, equal amount of experience, both with financial systems in general and also with specific projects in preparing for implementations or actually doing implementations around the Kuali Financial system. Keiko Takahashi is another one of our consultants who has an amazing amount of experience around the system. She's also been heavily involved in community itself, playing various roles with developing documentation and providing leadership within the community. And then also our Chief Technology Officer, Tony Potts, has been involved in the technical development and evolution of the Kuali software from the very beginning. So these are just 4 members of a larger team. I think we have about a dozen people or so focused on KFS at this point, and a very talented team with the most experience around the system available to you. We provide all services from implementation, configuration, integrating it with third-party systems, training you on the system, consulting about business practices, also hosting the application if you don't wish to host the system on your own systems and servers. We also provide traditional support maintenance services around the software distribution so that you don't have to maintain your own distribution of the Kuali software. This includes the ability to raise issues and bring bugs and other issues to our attention, and then we will resolve those issues within a set service level agreement that we have with you. This is a list of many of the schools that we work with around supporting open source solutions for them. You'll get access to these slides after the presentation, so you can review this at a later point in time. And then real quickly, we have developed a package of consulting services, hosting support for KFS, as well as ongoing technical support for the system, a package around helping you design a proof of concept and bring the system onto your campus in order to evaluate the fit of the system within your own environment. So this is these projects typically last 3 to 4 months, and you can see the timeline of the various activities that we engage with you throughout this project. And the real advantage of pursuing a proof of concept is that it enables you to thoroughly evaluate KFS environment with your own data and accounts in the system. It helps you reduce costs and risks by taking incremental and predictable steps through the evaluation process, leading to an implementation. It engages campus stakeholders in such a way to create early buy-in around the software and to help build knowledge and awareness of how the Kuali system fits within your organization. And it can even help avoid the costly RFP process when you're procuring software. So many schools will pursue a proof of concept, get familiar, a hands-on feel of the software, and have a real deep understanding of what the Kuali Financial system can do within their environment through this process. And then they can go out for RFP for the implementation services and other services in order to get that up and running. So it's a way to avoid the often lengthy and costly RFP process for procuring these types of software systems. So with that, I'm going to open up the lines to questions, and just highlight here on this last slide, Kuali Days is in November. Plan to attend now if you can make it. And